Today, we're diving into a really cool radio technology that lets your devices talk to each other completely off-grid, way beyond the reach of any cell tower or Wi-Fi hotspot.
I mean, think about it. You're hiking deep in the mountains. Maybe you're at a huge concert where the cell networks are just totally overloaded. How do you stay in touch? What if you could just create your own private, long-range network for you and your friends?
Or, hey, let's think even bigger. What if you could use that same basic tech to be part of a global, crowdsourced network of satellite trackers? This map you're looking at? This isn't NASA. This is a live look at a network built by thousands of hobbyists, just regular people, all over the world.
So yeah, these two amazing things, personal off-grid messaging and global satellite tracking, they're both powered by the same fascinating technology. This is the world of LoRa radio.
So, how in the world can one type of radio do so much using almost no power? Let's peel back the curtain and break down the magic of how LoRa actually works.
You know, at its heart, the name really says it all. LoRa stands for long-range radio. The whole system is designed around two simple ideas: sending tiny bits of data over huge distances and doing it while sipping an incredibly small amount of power. Okay, so here's the really cool part, how it gets that amazing range. One of the best ways to think about it is that it works a lot like how dolphins and bats communicate. They use chirps.
And this visual shows you exactly what that means. This is a spectrogram of a LoRa signal. See that bright diagonal line? That's the chirp. It's a signal that quickly sweeps either up or down across a bunch of frequencies. It's like a unique signature that helps it stand out from all the background noise, which makes it super tough and reliable.
Now, if there's one number to remember, it's this: -20 decibels. So the noise floor is all the random radio static that's just in the air all the time. A LoRa radio can actually pick out and understand a signal that's 20 decibels weaker than that noise. That's like hearing a whisper in the middle of a rock concert. It's the secret sauce to its incredible range.
So, to kind of sum it up, LoRa uses free, unlicensed frequencies so anyone can use it, just like your Wi-Fi at home. It's way tougher against interference than cellular networks. It's built for sending small things, think GPS coordinates or short text messages, and the power consumption is so low that devices can run for months, even years, on a single tiny battery.
Okay, so that's the tech, but what are people actually doing with it? Well, our first stop is going to take us into orbit. Let's look at an amazing project called TinyGS. TinyGS is this amazing, open-source, global network of ground stations that just listen for satellites that are using LoRa to send down data. Every single one of those dots on the map is a small, cheap station that a volunteer set up. Together, they create a planet-wide antenna. It's incredible.
And what's so cool is that this massive global network didn't come from some big corporation or government agency. It literally started as a weekend project by a couple of developers who just thought it would be neat to listen to one satellite. It just goes to show you how accessible this stuff is.
And its growth has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it started in late 2019, and just weeks later, they got their first packet from space. By 2022, the TinyGS network was actually helping track brand new satellites just launched on a SpaceX rocket. That right there is the power of a community network.
So what does it take to join in on the fun? Honestly, it is surprisingly simple. You buy a little development board that has a LoRa chip on it, often for less than 20 bucks. You use their free software to install the firmware, you type in your Wi-Fi password and where you are, and that's it. You are officially listening to space. How cool is that?
Okay, so we've been way up high tracking satellites. Let's bring LoRa right back down to Earth. Our second example is all about creating your own personal, private communication grid. Let's talk about Meshtastic.
Meshtastic uses LoRa to build a decentralized encrypted mesh network just for text messaging. Now, the key word there is mesh. Your devices don't just talk to each other one-on-one, they automatically and intelligently pass along messages for everyone else in the group. This extends the network's range way, way beyond what a single radio could ever do on its own.
And the setup is pretty slick. You have a simple app on your phone, and that connects over Bluetooth to a dedicated little LoRa device like this one. So your phone is just the keyboard and screen, but this little radio does all the heavy lifting, talking to all the other radios in the mesh over really long distances.
Now, one of the most interesting things here is the control it gives you. You have to make a classic radio trade-off: speed versus range. As you can see in this table, you can pick a short, fast setting if you're close by and need quick updates. Or you can go all in on very long, slow to get the absolute maximum range possible, but your messages will send much slower. It's a fundamental radio compromise, but they make it super simple to choose.
All right, so we've seen a network that literally reaches for the stars and one that connects us right here on the ground. Let's zoom out for a second and talk about the common thread here, which is the incredible power of these community-driven projects. I mean, whether it's the global scale of TinyGS or the personal connectivity of Meshtastic, these two projects just show how amazingly versatile LoRa is. You have the exact same core technology being used to solve completely different communication problems.
And this quote from the Meshtastic project really gets to the heart of it all. These aren't polished products from some giant corporation. They're tools built and maintained 100% by a community of passionate volunteers who just believe in open, accessible communication for everyone.
So the big takeaway here is really one word: empowerment. Technology like LoRa, especially when it's combined with the open source spirit of projects like TinyGS and Meshtastic, gives everyday people the ability to build their own powerful, resilient communication networks, completely independent of the big infrastructure we all usually rely on.
So, we've seen the hardware, the software, and the amazing global communities that have popped up around them. From personal safety on a hiking trail to contributing to real space science right from your desk. The tools are out there. They're accessible. The only real question left is, what will you connect?